How to learn effectively, according to science. According to cognitive psychologists, encoding is the creation of new memories, while retrieval is the recovery of past memories. For years, we have been used to the metaphor that the mind is a storehouse of information, and retrieval is the act of searching for and finding information from that storehouse. Learning something new would require putting information inside our mental space and then taking it back out once needed. Although we are all conditioned to know that putting in information inside our mental headspace is what defines learning, recent advances have shown that retrieval is needed for robust and long-term learning. Whenever you retrieve information, that information becomes more retainable and memorable. Retrieval also helps in solving new problems and inferences based on an integrated mesh of concepts stored and consequently retrieved. In fact, Karpik and Blunt in 2011 said that retrieval is shown to produce more learning than other effective encoding routines. This approach we're talking about is called retrieval-based learning or active recall. Even though retrieval is a really good way of improving one's memory and in learning new concepts, many of us do not consider retrieval as an important part of the learning process. More so, many of us do not practice this on a regular basis. In an experiment by Karpik and Bauernschmidt in 2011, students were asked to learn a list of foreign language works across study and retrieval sessions. In study trials, students were to see a word and its translation, while on recall trials, they had to see a word and recall its translation. This process was repeated several times, alternating between study and retrieval practice blocks. The results of the study are as follows. Students who merely studied the words without ever recalling them had very poor performance. Those who practiced until each translation was recalled once performed better. Repeated retrieval practice, wherein the translations were repeated 3 times immediately in one session, produced no additional weight in learning. Retrieval-based learning or active recall only enhances its effects when repetitions are spaced across time. Retrieval is a learning event which enhances long-term and meaningful learning. If you're a student or someone exploring a new hobby, say learning a new language, you may believe that repetitive reading works for you, which according to evidence-based practice is not so effective. If you want to practice retrieval, it's good to retrieve more than once and space your retrievals rather than massing them all together. Self-testing is a good knowledge check method, but don't stop at just one successful retrieval, or saying one and done. 2 or 3 additional spaced retrievals will help improve long-term retention and learning. The key takeaway is to spend time and effort in learning something new and in actively retrieving what you just learned. Boost your memory with power foods. You might want to avoid foods high in saturated and trans fats. Instead, you may opt for mono and polysaturated fats to improve memory. The Harvard Women's Health Watch in 2012 stated that fruits, vegetables, whole grains, fish, and olive oil help improve blood vessel integrity and decrease the risk of stroke. Fish are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which promote cardiovascular health. Berries contain flavonoids, which help improve memory. Nuts are excellent sources of protein and healthy fats, which help in strengthening memory. Along with these food tips, exercising also helps improve retention. How to learn effectively according to science.